Well, just when you thought it was safe to travel again comes confirmation that France has become the first country in the European Union to ban short domestic flights in order to save carbon emissions. Under the changes, flights are banned on all routes if you can get from one destination to another via a train journey in 2.5 hours or less. So flights banned. To discuss this and more, let's bring my wonderful Thursday night panel from Melbourne, Director of Policy at the RPA, and the weekend, that's Gideon Rozner, and weekend Chief of Staff of the Herald Sun, Caleb Bond. Well, I tell you what, Gideon, I thought this was satire when I read it first, but it's not.
It's not satire because we know that building windmills and declaring an emergency will not get us to net zero alone. You have to tackle other sources of emissions like transport, like agriculture. Funnily enough, private jets are not included in this suite of measures, just short-haul flights for the common people. But the worst part about this is just the latest assault on commercial aviation by European governments. Apparently, as part of bailouts during COVID to these airlines, one condition of them is that airlines cut down their short-haul routes. So you have governments taking money from taxpayers, giving it to private companies in exchange for crappier services. I've never heard of that in all my life, but it's all, of course, in the name of that paganistic religion that is climate.
Of course, we're going to do a free trade agreement or certainly negotiate it with Europe. One of the reasons they're back talking to us beyond the submarines is that climate change is on the table. Now, a climate change agreement with Europe should not be in a free trade agreement.
No, absolutely not. And if we sign ourselves up to something like that, I mean, we may as well jump in the bin. There is no point allowing other countries to dictate to us what we do. It's a bit like the Pacific trying to tell us that, if you don't cut down your emissions, we'll go and talk to China, who, by the way, are emitting more than any other country in the world. But it just feels like, forever and a day, it's always been about human potential. How can we find a way to do something faster and more efficient? And we found a way, which is planes, to get places faster than cars and trains. But now we're going backwards. We've worked out we can do all these things. Now we know we can do them. We don't want to do them anymore. What's the point?